Hi everyone. In this video I'll be reading, I'll be reading one of my Violetta fanfics. I think this is one of the first ones I had written. Let's see. Because if I remember this right... Nope, it wasn't one of my first ones. Okay. In my first one I spelled Herman with the H, and I think in this show they spell Herman with a G. That was the first time I'd ever seen that happen. So I think my first one, I have Herman's name spelt with a H. I didn't realize that after the fact. So, anyway, this is a Violetta fanfic. Due to time, I'm going to do this video where I'm just reading you the rough copy. Later on, when I have more time, I will type it up, edit it, so that it's easier to see, and do like a screen recording of it. But right now, this is the easiest way to do it, just so I can make sure that there are videos coming out every week for the next little while. Alright, so, and when I have time, I will redo the video in a more clearer, format. So, Violetta. This, if you want to see me draw this, I have a TikTok, which is MMJ fanfics art only. So let's put that back in here. These are all my title screens. There's maybe a couple in a different sketchbook, but other than that, right here, let's put that off to the side. Okay. I try it this way this time. Okay. Let me change the way my phone is. Hopefully. Okay. There. Alright. If I do it this way, hopefully it's better. But anyway, this is the rough copy of the video of the story, so when I do go through and edit it, it'll look better. And my printing is not the prettiest, so just ignore that. So, I call this one, She Told Me Everything. Now, I was clearly not using my brain when I wrote the numbers on here, and I had messed up. So, originally I thought this was number 18, but now it's actually number 17. So, my brain was not working, apparently. Till retrospect, and I was looking through it and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And yeah, I caught my mistake, and so I had to renumber all the fanfics. The number is how many fanfics are in the journal I'm currently in. So when I go to like the table of contents, if I want to read that, I know, okay, it's 17 paper clips in. So anyway, and when you see the good copy of this, you will see the inspiration at the end of the video, like normal. But I usually, when I write it out, I write the inspiration beforehand, for two reasons. One, so as I write the story, I can reference my inspiration, and two, when I want to read the story back to myself and I'm looking for it specifically, I can read the description of my inspiration and be like, oh yeah, that's this one, or no, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for something else, kind of thing. So, She Told Me Everything is the fanfic. TV show Violetta started April 21st, 2024 at 1:41 a.m. So I wrote this before I went to bed, slept, and then finished it off on April 22nd, 2024 at 6:09 p.m. So I wasn't writing through all of those hours. I slept during that point, at some point in there. So, okay. I thought someone was coming downstairs. My characters. Violetta. Probably spelled that wrong. It took me a minute to figure out how it was spelled. Got Violetta, Angie, Pablo, Maxie, Olga, Herman. And then my references. So these are characters that I reference but don't have any speaking lines. Gregorio and Roberto. Yeah, that was early. That is Beto. From now on, I refer to him as Beto, but that's like his full name. There. Alright. Now, I have a bad habit, and I'm trying to get out of it, of putting a uppercase letter in the middle of the word. Because I think as a kid, I found that either the uppercase letter was easier to draw or the lowercase letter was easier to draw. So as a bad habit, I just ended up drawing the one that was easiest. And it's taking me this long to try and break this habit, because I didn't realize I had that bad habit till recently, or I knew I had that habit, but I didn't realize that could be the reason. But I'm trying to break that habit now. And if you want to correct my spelling, go ahead. But please be nice about it. I know I have bad spelling, so just, I'm aware of that. So, alright. Let's see, can I zoom in any bit? Okay. I think that's good. Alright. Alright, so, my inspiration. I thought, what if Violetta burst into the director's office claiming to Pablo that Angie told her everything. This is taking place in season 1. Because that's clearly what I was rewatching when I wrote this. Claiming to Pablo that Angie told her everything. But it's all a prank. Not knowing this, Pablo's gonna let it slip that Angie's Violetta's aunt. So I know I'm having a brain fart on how to write, how the main character's name is spelled while I was writing this. So, that's why you'll see different versions of it. If you look closely, you'll see different versions. Because I was having a brain fart. Anyway, on with the story now. She told me everything. Number 17. The star here, after I've, some of these stories, I constantly want to read back to myself. So I've started, when I realize that that's the case, putting a star by those ones. I know you're not supposed to pick your favorites, but how can I not? When I'm constantly rereading it, I think I can classify it as one of my favorites. So that's why there's a little star there. Anyway, on with the video. So we have Violetta, and I know that's spelled wrong. Violetta bursts into the director's office with a mad look on her face. Violetta angry. Good. You're alone, Pablo. Angie told me everything. Upset. Pablo relieved. Finally. Violetta reveals. She also told me that you knew all this information about me. Okay, here. Alright. She also told me that you knew all this information about me and my life, and you refused to tell me. Pablo, trying to keep her calm, breathe. Violetta takes a deep breath and exhales. Okay. Pablo's request, please don't be mad at Angie. She wanted to tell you for months that she was your aunt, but she kept chickening out. It's not as easy as it looks to reveal a secret like that, says Pablo, as he's revealing it. I thought it would be funny. Violetta's shocked and wide-eyed. Angie's my aunt? Pablo realizes, drop the act, it's obvious you already knew. Violetta's still processing in awe. Angie's my aunt. Then MMJ here. That's staging action and time jumps. MMJ is myself, the writer. So, Angie, having overheard, walks in. Angie, shocked, says, you told her? Pablo, I trusted you. Just because I was taking my time doesn't mean you can just swoop in like a truth fairy. See what I did there? Doesn't mean you can just swoop in like a truth fairy. Pablo defendingly. But I thought you already told her, says Pablo. Violetta confesses. Is it still on camera? Yes, it is. Okay. Violetta confesses. Yeah, that's on me. When I burst in, I was just planning on doing a little prank to confuse you. Okay. Still on camera? Good. Alright. To confuse you, says Violetta. I didn't expect to get real info out of you. Looks over to Angie. So, you're my aunt, says Violetta. Angie honestly says, yes, I am. Violetta asks, on what side? Angie truthfully reveals, your mother's. I'm your mom's sister, says Angie. Violetta says, that's awesome. Wait till my dad finds out about this. Happily. Angie informs her, no, you can't tell him. Violetta annoyed, great, more lies. Angie apologizes, I'm sorry, but either you keep this between us or lose me as a tutor, or worse, says Angie. Okay, I'll keep your secret. I think some of this I wrote while I was sitting in my bed, so that's why some of these letters are a little bit off the lines. So, because of the angle I was writing at. But anyway, it's just a small detail. Sorry I pointed it out if you hadn't noticed. Violetta says, okay, I'll keep your secret. 3 minutes later, Violetta meets up with her friends. So, Maxie asks curiously, so how'd he respond to the prank? Violetta considers it. Well, actually, I found out, realizes her promise. Never mind, I'm not allowed to say because I can't get back to my dad, says Violetta. Okay, alright. I have to keep going back and forth from the phone stand here. Okay. Quick sec. Tea break. Dry here. Ooh. Still piping hot. Okay. Maxie, Francesca, and Camilla honestly say, we won't say anything, just tell us. Violetta agrees, okay, fine. So, Angie's been confiding in Pablo. Turns out, me and Angie are related. Maxie asks, what? How? Violetta reveals, she's my mother's younger sister. Maxie surprised, she's your aunt? Violetta certain says, yep. Maxie happily says, cool. I know this is a trick that most kids use to stay on the right line, but you'd be surprised how many times I reread lines because I'm like, where was I? ADHD moment. Okay. Established. Let's get on with it. Myself here. After she's had more time to process the information, Violetta comes through the back door, slightly upset. Violetta tells Olga, did you know my mother had a sister? Olga informs, what? No. Do we know her? Asks Olga. Angie requests, can I just explain? Says Angie. Violetta says, fine, explain to me how you tell your boyfriend that you're my aunt before me. Says Violetta. Angie defensively, first, Pablo's not my boyfriend. I think Pablo and Angie should have ended up together. I don't think she should have ended up with her brother-in-law. I'm sorry if that bothers anyone. That's just my opinion. Pablo and Angie should have been endgame, not Herman and Angie. Just saying. That's a side note. ADHD moment. Back on topic. Violetta informs, I'm not an idiot. There's chemistry there. And he's clearly crushing on you. Olga shocked. Wait, you're Maria's sister? Herman. Oh, yeah. Mistake here. I didn't realize there was a different way of spelling Herman when I wrote this one. So this might have been actually my first one because I often put the names in after the fact. So, yeah. Anyway. I'm aware that it's spelled with a G, and the other fanfics with Violetta in them, I spell it with a G. But this one, I was unaware of that factor, so, sorry. Herman says, I knew you seemed familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint it till now. And this explains why when you sing, you sound alike, says Herman to Angie. Angie tells appreciative, thank you. As I was saying... Okay. Oh, I did fix the eye there. As I was saying... Second, I'm sorry about lying. I meant to tell you a long time ago, says Angie. Violetta laughs. I'm sorry, I just wanted to mess with you, Angie. Mess with Angie for keeping the secret. Angie tells, wow, you're exactly like your mom. I love that, says Angie. 3 hours later, in Violetta's room. Fair thing, just... My family playfully teases each other all the time. This is not like... This is playful teasing, not mean teasing. There's a difference. Anyway, so that's what I was kind of trying to portray a little bit. Anyway, usually I'm not the one who's doing the teasing though, so I don't know how well I did. Anyway, ADHD moment. Back on topic. 3 hours later, in Violetta's room, Angie asks, do you really think Pablo likes me? Asks Angie. Violetta answers, yes, he's totally crushing on you. You should give him a chance, says Violetta. Alright. Angie says, okay, I think I will. Violetta happily, great. A few days later, in the director's office, Angie asks, hey, can I talk to Pablo alone? Says Angie. Gregorio and Roberto. Beto. No one ever calls him Roberto. No one calls him Roberto. Okay. I meant Beto. But I had blanked on the character's name, so I looked it up online. It said Roberto, not Beto, when I was writing this. And quick thing. What color did I choose? Of course I choose yellow. Nope, not gonna work. Okay. Okay, that's, I used the wrong, I tried to capitalize on the G there. That's what I was doing. So, Gregorio and Roberto leave. Pablo questions, what's this about? It better not be about my accidentally revealing your secret, because I apologized multiple times for that, says Pablo. Angie reveals, it's not about that, and I forgive you for that. I came in here to ask you a question. Pablo responds, okay, well, what's your question? Angie asks, will you go on a date with me, says Angie. Pablo wonders, do you mean as friends? Angie clarifies nervously, I was kind of hoping for going out as more than friends. That was I did not know what color I put down, so I was hoping it wasn't yellow. Pablo says, wait, are you asking me out? Asks Pablo. Angie reveals, yes. Pablo says, yes, I'll go out with you. Of course he would say yes to that. Alright. Oh, and I have another Violetta one following it. Okay. Angie happily exclaims, yay! Angie and Pablo go on a date and become a couple, and they enjoy being a couple. Everyone's happy there's no more secrets between them. The end of She Told Me Everything. So I hope you enjoyed this story. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. This is one of my favorite Violetta ones. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you liked it as much as I did. And if you watched the entire video with all the distractions and all the, me talking about nonsense at the beginning of the video, comment a microphone emoji so I know you watched to the end. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.